Hi, my name's Joe McNally. I've been a photographer for about 30 years now. General assignment magazine photographer is what I would describe myself as. That means if you throw it my direction, I'll pretty much shoot it for you. I've not had any particular specialty, I guess is what I'm saying. I've done news and sports and celebrities and general coverage, feature work, concept photography, big production work, photojournalism, you name it, across the board. I've done just a variety of things because I'm intrigued really first and foremost by the notion of being a photographer, not necessarily by a particular type of subject matter. I'm really driven by my enthusiasm to be in the field, engaging the world with a camera in my hands, finding out about people. I'm an intensely curious person. I like to, just look at the world around me and follow my nose in terms of what might be interesting to put down in a visual way or convey in a visual way. Back in the 80s, I had a contract with Sports Illustrated, which I kept for about 7 years. I still do special projects for them, but I gravitated in a different direction at the end of the 80s. I started working for the National Geographic, and I've worked for them now for about 24, 25 years. I was also a staff photographer at Life magazine. Those three publications have probably been the main books or magazines that have kind of been the repetitive note of my career. Those clients have stayed with me for a long time, even when they shouldn't have, trust me. So I've done a lot of different things for those kinds of magazines. As I say, Sports Illustrated, Life, National Geographic, they cover a tremendous range of stuff, and that's what has always been fascinating to me, is to just follow those kinds of stories. You have to be careful when you pick up a flash, because if you pick up a flash and indicate any degree of proficiency or enthusiasm for using it, an editor will seize upon you like a hawk seizes on a mouse and go, oh, this guy uses lights. So use one light, poof, use two lights. Before you know it, you're using 4 lights, 5 lights. Very seductive. The biggest lighting job I've ever done, probably a mistake. I did it for National Geographic. I lit Ellis Island. 65 power packs and 120 flash heads, 250,000 watt-seconds of light, shot on 617 panoramic camera prior to the opening of Ellis Island as a museum. Geographic looked at that and said, you're our guy. Anyway, I have always been fascinated with light. It's our language as photographers, and I've just devoted myself to using it in a variety of ways. And that falls under, this giant umbrella that includes available light, flash, hot light, big production, lots of lights, simple small speed lights, run and gun sort of stuff. I've done a lot of that. But first and foremost, beyond, using lights, every photographer uses light. That's the absolute keynote of any photographer's career, is how that nonstop dialogue with light. But more than that, I'd say I'm an assignment photographer. I've really dedicated myself to accepting, quote unquote, these problems that a magazine will give you to solve, to explain, to bring back this visual dispatch. I'm really interested in that. Now in the digital world, the pressure is on to become much more than just a lighting guy or an assignment guy. I do a lot of, I take big takes and I process them through a workflow. We use Aperture back at the studio to organize everything, to move as fast and efficiently as we can. That's been a big stumbling block for lots of shooters, myself included, because I came from 25 years of shooting chromes. Yellow boxes showed up in the studio. Now we have terabytes of storage. Managing that is also an issue. Given the fact of my duration in this industry, what I find myself doing now too is teaching, doing some videos, showing people a bit about where I've been and some of the expertise I've acquired over the years. So what we're doing